It's the asshole of today.
Stuart Seldowitz is our asshole of today.
A former Obama State Department official.
That's right.
And he was caught on tape harassing a halal cart vendor in New York City. And
it seemed like over and over and over, because one of the clips I saw, it's broad daylight, and the other, like, he came back to the scene of the crime to be a prick again when it was sundown.
Yeah, he's also in different outfits when he's doing it. So
Yeah.
he's, like changing his clothes and coming back. It's like been an ongoing harassment campaign. And I first saw this video on Twitter. I believe you sent it to me. And there was a thread with all the different instances of him engaging in this hateful harassment that you're going to see.
And some of it is shockingly hateful.
Yes. And then I watched this NBC News package about it. And I thought it was strange because they only play like a brief clip of the stuff this guy was saying to the food cart vendor. And they give him maybe a full minute to explain himself. And so I think it's important. We should give him the chance to explain himself. And then we're going to play for you guys the actual content of what he was saying and doing. And we'll let you be the judge.
If we killed 4,000 Palestinian kids, you know what? It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Go.
A viral video making the rounds on social media shows Stuart Seldowitz, a former security advisor to President Obama, going off on a hateful rant, and it happens more than once.
Go.
Why should I go? It's a free country. It's not Egypt here.
The edited video doesn't show what happened before the halal truck workers started recording.
I born here.
But you're a terrorist. You support terrorism.
Listen, go. I'm not support something.
You support terrorism.
I'm not some. Go. I'm just working here.
Seldowitz telling me it only shows half the story.
This whole thing started when I innocently asked him if he was Egyptian. He said yes. I said, this must be a tough time to be an Egyptian in New York because of everything that, and he said, why is that? And I said, well, because of all the stuff that's going on in Gaza and in Israel. And he said, no, it doesn't cause me any problem because I fully support what Hamas did. I think what they did was fine. It's not an issue for me, and it doesn't cause me any problem. I said, you mean you're okay with the raping of women, the killing of children, the taking of hostages, and the killing of 1,200 people in Israel? And he said, yes, it was all for Palestine. And that's what got me upset.
The worker who recorded Seldowitz off the clock, but another employee says he first approached the truck on November 7th and has come back at least 3 other times.
We want to feel safe in this community. We don't want anybody bother us. We never bother anybody.
NYPD investigating and now reviewing the videos. An officer speaking to workers about the incidents. Mayor Adams saying Islamophobia is hate, plain and simple. Attorney General Letitia James adding, this is disgusting, hateful, and New York won't tolerate it.
Raping, terrorists, Islamophobic comments.
Well, that's your characterization. The comments that went beyond him and could be interpreted as attacks on Muslims and Arab Americans and so on were probably not appropriate. The comments that I made calling him out for his support of terrorism, I think were appropriate.
Stuart Seldowitz is a real piece of shit here. He's asking, he's making an allegation that, well, this guy said he was okay with the rape and the killing of kids. So naturally, I said, if 4,000 Palestinian kids were killed, it wasn't enough. Of course, it's a natural inclination to answer hate and bigotry and irrationality with more of that. I don't buy anything he said. I don't buy it.
I don't either. And I think when everyone hears just a glimpse of what he said, like, we can't just sit here and play 10 minutes of his vitriol for you, and we won't because it's disgusting. But Given the platform that NBC News gave him there to explain himself, I think it's important to give even more context for the things that he was saying, because he made the claim, okay, that this cart vendor is pro-Hamas, okay? So let's say you meet someone and they're defending Hamas. So just imagine how you would react in that situation, right? You might say to them, well, that's wrong. Hamas is a terrorist organization. Yeah. I think you're a bad person for supporting Hamas, like whatever you might say to that, right? You probably wouldn't start asking them if they rape their daughter, because that's what Muhammad did.
Did you rape your daughter like Muhammad did? Did you rape your daughter like Muhammad?
I speak English.
You only speak English?
No English, no.
You don't speak English?
Yes.
All right, well, that just shows how ignorant you are. Because Muhammad was a rapist. It says in the Hadith, in your holy book.
Oh, Muhammad.
What?
Oh, Muhammad.
Muhammad, your prophet. You know who he is.
My prophet?
Yeah. He was a rapist. He raped Aisha. Does it say that in the Hadith or not? You know that?
I do speak English.
What?
No English.
You don't speak English? What do you speak? What do you speak? You speak Arabic? The language of the Quran? The Holy Quran that some people use as a toilet? What do you think of that? People who use the Quran as a toilet? Does it bother you? Does it bother you? Tell me the truth.
I don't speak English.
You don't speak English? Ah, that's too bad. That's why you're selling food in a food cart. Because you're ignorant. But you should learn English. It'll help you.
Of course,
when they deport you back to Egypt, and the Mukhabarat wants to interview you for being
because I'm more.
So if what instigated this was a lengthy conversation of this food cart vendor defending Hamas, why isn't this guy saying, oh, you suddenly don't speak English? Well, you were able to speak English to me when you were defending Hamas the first time I was here at this cart. Right? Why isn't he saying something like that?
He wouldn't be questioning, oh, you don't speak English. Oh. Well, it's because you're ignorant, and that's why you have this lowly job serving food. You should be deported. Doesn't know his immigration status. Doesn't know if he's a citizen.
Yeah, this is just straight up harassment.
Right. I mean, this is Trump supporter style rhetoric.
And so again, because NBC played that brief clip where he made the comment, if we killed 4,000 Palestinian kids, it wasn't enough. I want to play just a little bit more of that section just so you can, I mean, this is so hateful and disgusting. I don't understand why NBC News was like, yeah, tell us your side of the story for a full minute.
Yeah, not only that, his comment, if 4,000 Palestinian kids were killed, it wasn't enough. They gave that, however long they gave it, 15 seconds, 20 seconds of him, and then they allowed him for a minute and a half to defend himself rather than give equal time to the hate versus the excuses. Here's more of Stuart Seldowitz.
You wanna buy something?
No.
Okay, go.
I don't want to go. I have a right to stand here. You have no right to be on the sidewalk. You have a permit?
Yeah, I have a permit. I have everything. I have a license.
Okay, but you don't have a visa.
I have a passport, my friend. Go.
What do you have?
It's not your business. Go.
No, it is my business because I actually know the guy who owns all these.
I have an American citizen. Do you have it?
American citizen?
Yeah, do you have it?
How? How did you become an American citizen?
It's not your business. Go.
No, you're right.
I'm born here.
But you're a terrorist. You support terrorism.
Listen, go. I'm not supporting something.
You do. You support terrorism.
I'm not some. Go. I'm just working here.
You're a terrible person.
You kill children, not me.
What?
Go.
My kids? What about my kids?
You kill children, not me. Go.
I didn't kill children.
Okay, well, I see here.
You know why? If we killed 4,000 Palestinian kids, you know what? It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Go.
Who's the we he's talking about? If we killed 4,000 Palestinian children, is he talking about the Jews? He's not talking about Americans. We didn't do this. This is disturbing, for one, that it's shaken my faith in humanity and people who consider themselves liberals. This guy worked for Obama. I mean, this is not some Trump appointee to some State Department position. This was an Obama guy. And we're witnessing just whole-scale harassment and dehumanizing language about, do you have a visa? You need to be deported. This is why you're ignorant, because you don't speak English. Like, he's not displaying any humanity whatsoever. It's disgusting.
Yeah, he's just like going down the checklist of all of the toxic, ignorant things that the right says. So it's very disturbing, and I am hoping that something will come of this in the form of this cart vendor not having to deal with this guy anymore.
Yeah, I hope that, I don't know what can be done. This is harassment for sure, if they can issue a no contact order. But as far as a prosecution here, I just don't know what exactly can be done. But it is nice to know that the court of public opinion has spoken. This guy was outed like almost immediately. His identity was known. And whatever organization he had ties to came out and said, he has done very little for us in the last few years, but we're cutting ties altogether because this is disgusting and we do not tolerate it. So that is good. We'd love to know what you think about this. 657-464-7609. Of course, you can email a voice memo from the old smartphone to idoubt@dollemore.com.